From the Winnow newsroom at 1. The Prime Minister says the first flight carrying asylum seekers to Rwanda will leave in 10 to 12 weeks. Rishi Sunak says MPs and peers will sit through the night if necessary to get the controversial bill through to Parliament. He's blamed the Labour opposition as the reason behind the delays, but has promised a plan is in place to remove those who are in Britain illegally.
We've put an airfield on standby, booked commercial charter planes for specific slots, and we have 500 highly trained individuals ready to escort illegal migrants all the way to Rwanda, with 300 more trained in the coming weeks.
Plans to ban the sale of wet wipes containing plastic will be set out for later this year. The Environment Secretary says he wants to introduce the legislation before the summer. Wet wipes are often the reason behind polluted waterways and litter on beaches. Speaking a year ago, Craig Bennett, the chief executive of the Wildlife Trust, called the government to get on with other promises made in the past.
Whether that's trying to phase out plastic pollution by introducing a deposit return scheme that was originally promised by Michael Gove in 2018 and is still not happening. So you'll forgive me when I'm a little sceptical about just when this ban on plastic wet wipes is going to come in.
Manchester United will play in a record 22nd FA Cup final, but were given a scare by Coventry before progressing. Rasmus Højlund scored the winning spot kick in the 4-2 victory on penalties after the Championship side fought back from a 3-0 down at Wembley. United aim to gain revenge from last year's showpiece when they face holders Manchester City next month. Essex have their second win of the Cricket County Championship season after comfortably getting by Lancashire by an innings and 124 runs inside 3 days. Durham earned their first victory of the campaign after beating Worcestershire by 185 runs in the battle of last season's two promoted sides. Hampshire and Warwickshire look to be heading for a draw going into day 4 at Southampton, and the visitors have a lead of 136 runs with 10 wickets remaining. In more local news, Hampshire police are looking for witnesses after a 15-year-old boy was robbed and assaulted in Aldershot. The incident happened in Manor Park on Wednesday just after 4 p.m. and left the boy with several injuries. The police have launched an investigation into the assault, but believe it was an isolated incident and there is no wider threat to the public. Officers believe there was a number of people at the park at the time and are urging potential witnesses to come forward with any information. And lastly, Victoria Beckham says she has never felt as loved as she did during her 50th birthday celebration. She hosted a lavish party in central London over the weekend where she was seen dancing with her fellow Spice Girl bandmates to their 90s hit song Stop. Other famous faces such as Tom Cruise, Eva Longoria and Gordon Ramsay were spotted there. The fashion designer posted a series of photos from the night on her Instagram. That's all we have time for. I'm Nicolette Grace.